Uglavnom jelu, malo priče o umjetnosti, o pravu, medijima i Norveškoj.
My name is Karl Ingar. I'm Norwegian and I forgot. Well, my name is Karl Ingar. I'm Norwegian. I'm 38 years old. I like very much Greek salad, and I'm weighing, well, I haven't weighed myself in the last 5-6 years, but I think it's about 78, something like that. And I'm an artist. Advantages of coming from Norway as well is kind of the democratic system which is in Norway, which gives people also the opportunity to criticize its own government and its ways it deals with politics, both in the world and inside Norway, which gives the opportunity in a way to kind of test the democratic system. People in Norway, I don't think people in Norway think they're so free, because I think there's always some problems everywhere. If you have something, if something is hurting your finger and you think about your finger the whole day, but the next day when the pain is gone, then something else is bothering you. But I see the freedom as in Norway, which is, it's easier for us to travel around, to go to other countries, to study in different countries, and even to change your course of study. Like I just changed from law to art. But in Norway, you have something called Lånekassa, which gives student grants. So everybody has a chance to kind of borrow money to become whatever they want to become. But of course, that's a backside as well. If you study for 6 years, you have a huge debt. So the freedom has responsibilities as well. It's not like everything is just fantastic. I've always been doing drawings and paintings and arty things together with my studies when I studied law. And I also saw the parallels between art and law, because in law, you always try to find the paragraphs or legal kind of rules which you can twist in a way which fits a certain situation. And today I feel in conceptual art you always try to kind of look at the situation in a different perspective, so you kind of reveal something new. So the perceiver of looking at something in an exhibition, you get a new way into a problematics. So it's kind of as they say in England, juxtapose things. You turn them on the head and try to look at them in a different perspective to kind of reveal something new. Now, I mean, if you are a lawyer and you have a court case and there's you defending your client or whatever, and he has a problem and there's a law regulating something similar, then you have to try to find a way of interpret that specific law in a way which fits this specific scenario which you're working with. And I feel in art, which art and music has dealt with kind of jealousy, love and sex and all these things in several hundred years. But sometimes you have a feeling you see something new, and that's probably because they describe it in another way. There's another way at looking at it, and it's put in a different context. For the people who kind of changes the laws, are often really good lawyers or really good legal people who know the borders very well and try to see if there's a little opening, try to push a little bit further. And maybe that's the same thing in art as well. If you kind of know your past and you use your references and try to push a little bit further, then maybe something happens. But in the beginning I did a lot of paintings and drawings, but I felt to represent something and to say something, it was more easy to use video. You don't have to kind of paint like for months to make something which looks like it's a human being and some people can understand this human being, and then you can put your message in. It's always like something is real when you see it on TV. That's what I often question in my art as well when people use TV. So I kind of try to question what my own fascinations are as well, kind of my own past, my own experience with what I've seen on TV. But as you see, all these reality series is very popular. It seems like they're almost like it's creating an illusion of entertainment. It's just like looking in a mirror, looking at yourself. So I think it's a kind of masterpiece of making a good illusion to kind of convince people this is entertainment. To just put up a mirror and tell them, look in the mirror and enjoy it. And people do. Because this last project I'm working with is Anna's video, which deals with these TV productions which were made in Norway by the invited TV production companies from different countries in the former Yugoslavia. And when they show these videos in Norway, or when the journalists got hold of this information that these videos were made, lots of people reacted and thought this was kind of like a prejudiced way and generalizing way of broadcasting information. And people were quite critical to it. But when I brought the videos to the different places I've been, both in Serbia and Kosovo and Bosnia, and we're talking to different people, then they look at the video and they don't think they are so hard, because they have kind of seen a lot worse, and they've gone through a lot worse. And then I understand there's a different points of view in how the state brings out the politics as well, and how critical you can be. And some people think these videos are just, they're nothing in a way, because they're not so critical at all. They're not so bad at all. It's just information. But I think if you show this video in Norway to certain groups in Norway, we have to address the certain groups in Norway, then people will really kind of stand up and say, what is this? So then you understand it's a different kind of perspective, it's a different context, a different viewpoint, a different history, a different kind of tradition to how you look at the people who govern you as well. So in a way, I kind of try to reveal the ways media and films, videos, music videos, whatever, in what kind of way they try to seduce the viewer. And I try to seduce, but I also try to keep something serious under. So if you look a little bit further, then you understand there's more than this slick surface. And when you understand that, hopefully, then you start to question as well, what's going on? Why do people do this? Why do you present it in that way? So I try to kind of make people start to think themselves. If they want to, of course, it's just an option.